All right, welcome back. Time for another cooking demo. Today we're doing sausage with vegetables and quinoa, trying to cook another specialty grain for the sophomores. So we have a chance to see another specialty grain being cooked so you can practice at home. So right now I'm just browning up sausage in my saute pan. I didn't add much oil to the pan. A lot of the oil is going to leak out from cooking the sausage as we render the fat and it starts to melt out in the pan. Once I get my sausage brown, I'll start adding my vegetables. So I'm adding my mushrooms, my onions, and my peppers. These are just things I had in my fridge. So I thought it would be good to do a one-pan skillet with the vegetables I had on hand and the sausage. So the vegetables I am starting to caramelize. They're definitely getting soft and wilting down at this moment. So I'm going to keep stirring them in the pan until I get a little bit more caramelization on my onions. After that, I'll go ahead. I'm going to add some eggplant, tomatoes, garlic, salt, and pepper. So in goes the eggplant. Stir it up to cook it, and I'll add a little bit of salt and pepper. I'll cook the eggplant down first and saute it before I add my tomatoes. This way, the eggplant has a chance to cook. The tomatoes are going to have the least amount of cooking time on here. Same with the garlic. So I'll get that in and start sauteing, adding my salt and pepper as I go. A little pinch of salt, couple grinds of the pepper mill, and that should be good to go. After that, we'll stir it up again, making sure my vegetables start to get some color on them. Caramelize to bring out some flavor. Once I get to that step and my veggies are done caramelizing, I'll add the tomatoes. The acidity from the tomatoes is going to start to help to lift some of the fond burnt stuck on the bottom of the pan, almost like I'm deglazing it a little bit. And I'm going to add my quinoa, stir that up, and I'm going to cook it in the pan without liquid just for a little bit, just to try to get a little bit of toasted flavor on there. And then I'll deglaze with about a half a cup of white wine. After that goes in the pitcher in the top left, I have 2 cups of chicken stock. So I had 1 cup of quinoa, 2 cups of stock. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio for quinoa, just like rice. I have that on my stove. I'm going to wait until I start to see it bubble, came to a boil, and then I'll turn it down to a simmer. About 20 minutes later, not even, I can't remember. It's quarantine. Time means nothing to me anymore. But after about that time, when all the liquid's been absorbed by the quinoa, I'll open up my lid, and here I just threw in 2 cups of spinach, just to start to give it a little bit more color and add a little bit more veg to my dish. I'll stir that up. The heat is off at this point. I'm just wilting the spinach down with the residual heat from the quinoa and veggies and sausage. After my spinach starts to wilt down, my dish will pretty much be complete. From here, you can really make it with any vegetables you want. The principle is still the same. You could really throw in anything you have lying around the fridge. Any vegetables you need to use up, we can do that at this point. My spinach is done cooking. Stir it one more time, and then we'll be able to go into plating mode in a second here. Right, now we're just adding our herbs. So I had some oregano and some parsley around, so I'm just going to take those off the stem, toss them into my dish, to get a little bit of aromatics and a little bit more green into there, and then I'll just stir it up after I'm done picking it. After that, we'll go into plating. I'm just going to top mine with a little bit of fresh herbs and a little bit of feta. You'll see that in a second, but you can really go ahead and make this dish your own. Add whatever veggies, top it with whatever cheese you want, and enjoy. Thanks for checking the video out. Now I can't wait to see what you can do at home. And I stopped talking about 3 seconds too early. Shabbat! There goes my garnish. More stuff. Done. Boom. Moving on. I'm going crazy.